So welcome to Breakthrough with Jeff once again. This is Pattern Interruption series. And today we are diving into something that is really serious. A silent killer of creativity, a silent killer of destiny, a silent killer of progress, a silent killer of peace. This is the pattern of perfectionism. And most of us, because of our childhood, our upbringing, the pattern of perfectionism has taken over our lives, and most of us are stuck. So let me start off with a question. Have you ever had a powerful idea? It could be a project, something you want to do. You really feel in your heart. This is where God is calling you to. A vision for your life, but you kept saying, not yet. I'm not ready. It needs more work. Well, maybe next month, maybe next year, I'll become a coach. Once upon a time, maybe soon. So suddenly that idea suddenly goes to the graveyard. Suddenly, the great idea dies because of the spirit of perfectionism. And I would like to rebuke it now. I like to bind it out of your life because, it masquerades as high standard. Unajua, hiyo sio standard yangu. Mi siko ready. You're not ready. That's not my standard. What's your standard? Your standard is never been ready. Is that your standard? What's your standard? Because perfectionism fails us by telling us, oh, I'm not ready. That's not my standard. I'm waiting for things to line up to my level. What's your level? It's your level never getting started. So this habit really, for most people, it masquerades as a high standard. And perfectionism is not a standard. It's punishment because it's an achievable is you set up an idea that you can never reach. Perfectionism is not the same as progress. Perfectionism pretends to be ambition, but in reality, it's actually fear. It is self-doubt. It is the deep belief that you are not enough. You are not enough unless you are flawless. It's a deep belief that you're not enough unless you are flawless. And so anyone that is going anywhere, any person with a destiny must address this. And the first thing that I want you to look at is the cost, the price you're paying. Because there's always a price of perfectionism. And it's good. The Bible says, count your cost. You see, perfectionism is not the same as striving for excellence. No, those two are different. Excellence is driven by growth, by progress. Perfectionism, on the other hand, is driven by fear. The fear that you're not enough, the fear that you're not strong enough, smart enough to do what God is calling you to do. And that fear says, I will mess up. Or if I mess up, I will be judged. If I show flaws, I lose. And maybe I lose love from people who matter to me. They will not love me. Will they love me? If I don't get it right, I don't deserve success. So then what do? We overthink. We overprepare. We delay. We stay stuck in the same loop over and over again. The same loop of almost done. Are you ready now? No, I'm almost there, Jeff. I'm almost there. Are you now ready to launch your coaching program? Jeff, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost done. I mean, Nikki Oreka. Done doing what? What are you doing? Done with what? I'm almost done. And you stay in that spirit of almost there, but never reaching. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, a decade, my God, 20 years, still at the same place. I'm almost there. I'm almost done. Jeff, I'm almost there. So perfectionism really kills momentum. It is a curse. It delays your dreams. It creates a sense of anxiety and burnout and shame. It's really a bad place to be. But the question is, where did it begin? Most of us didn't just wake up one day and become perfectionists. No. We were once praised only when we did right things, only when we did things the right way. And it's like this society is like that. You're criticized every time you mess up and only praised when you do something the right way. And some of us, because of lack of knowledge, we are propagating the same way of parenting. So you only hug your daughter, your son when they do well. So you're actually communicating a message. You're only loved for doing the right things. You're never loved for being yourself. I learned something from a good teacher. Even putting a mark on that paper, when a child just puts a mark, you just say, good, very good. Now let's do it this way. This thing about feedback is really negative because feedback is telling you what you did wrong. And I believe we should change that narrative. In fact, feedback should be pulled out of the English language. It should be feed forward, not feedback. What are we backing to? It's already done. Let's move on from here. And that's the beauty about coaching, because coaching is a feed forward. It's not about feedback, it's feed forward. You're here, then what? So we move forward. But this world is driven by feedback. We are only telling, and that's why you see even nations, the only thing citizens can do is criticize and not really give a way forward. But also the systems are blocking feed forward. So we live in this world of being, whenever you do something wrong, you're criticized. And so people, that's why there's no creativity. Because if you're an entrepreneur, you know that by the time you come up with the right idea, you have messed up a few, if not too many ideas that did not work. And that's a way of telling you what works and what doesn't work. It's not really messing up. It's part of the process. And so because our mind is programmed to look for doing things right, we don't want to try because we don't want to mess up. And that's how we begin to earn love, by getting straight A's And then, oh, I love you. Oh, my daughter, my daughter. Maybe, for you it was different. Maybe you are never good enough. Maybe you are the black sheep. And the entire life, you've been told that you never reach the standard. And so you are never good enough. We can't blame the past. We may not be responsible for what happened, but we are responsible 100% to change it, to change our life. Our destiny is in our hands. Some of us were punished for trying and getting it wrong. So now we avoid doing anything at all costs. We just avoid. And maybe that math test was not just math test. It's affecting how you launch your program and write your book. Perfectionism. It is trauma. It has now become trauma. The nervous system is telling you, I'll be safe if I just don't mess up. But here's the breakthrough truth. You are not your mistakes. Your value is not based upon your performance. Your worth is never on trial. And you need to tell yourself the truth. My worth is not on trial here. It's not about my worth. So now, how do we break the pattern? How do we interrupt the pattern of perfectionism? I'll give you a few techniques you can use right away from this session. Number one, awareness. Call it out. Okay? Call it out. I'm not launching my program from a place of fear. I'm not doing it to be perfect. Call it out. Awareness breaks the pattern. Awareness is 50% breakthrough because it breaks the trance. You've been hypnotized to just flow with perfectionism and hold back. Call it out. Step number one is awareness. Step number two, compassion. Don't shame yourself for being a perfectionist or for acting with a perfectionistic attitude. No. Remember, you developed this pattern to feel safe. So I want you to honor that and appreciate at least you are doing something to help yourself. You are meeting your need for safety. So are you safe now? So find a way to feel safe. Ask yourself, what would actually make me feel safe? What will make me feel safe? Because the reason you're not doing what you're supposed to do and you're holding back, perfectionism is in your life because you don't feel safe. So don't shame yourself. Honor the intelligence that you had that actually made you to pursue perfectionism because you wanted to feel safe. Number three, give yourself permission to be messy. Yeah, I said it. Give yourself the full permission to create bad first drafts. It's okay. Okay? To launch when it's 80% ready. To learn in the process of doing. I tell my coaches all the time, you don't need to wait to graduate to begin your coaching program. Learn in the process. Oh, I'll wait till I get all the skills. You will never get all the skills. Learn in the process. You see, perfectionism fades when you normalize imperfect actions. I call them inspired actions. Just do it. Learn in the process. Just do it. Normalize imperfect moves. Make it normal. You're not a robot. Normalize imperfect moves and make them. You see, life itself is not perfect. Flow with the rhythm of life. Step number 4, redefine success. So instead of asking, was it perfect? Because the goal is not perfection. So stop asking, was it perfect? Ask yourself, did I grow? Did I show up fully? Did I serve from my heart? Did I give my all? Because that is real success. That is real success. And some of us, the point of success is unreachable. Or did I do it perfectly? That's not. And some of us, our kids are asking this, and we are saying, "Oh yeah, you do it. You did it perfectly." There's no such a thing as perfectly. We are lying to them. Let's help people redefine their success. Another thing is you want to prioritize progress over pressure. It's not about pressure. Every breakthrough begins with imperfect action. You have to keep your mind focused on progress. All of us, our first videos were awkward. The podcast episode, they suck. But that's with all the firsts. The first offer, they flop. But it's not failure. It's feed forward. It's not even feedback. It's feed forward. That's how we learn. That is the path to mastery. So don't wait for perfection. Perfection is not required. Presence is required. Throughout the process, bring your presence. Courage is required. Consistency is required. So today, I want you to ask yourself very serious questions. 1, what have I been holding back? What have I been waiting to get perfect? And write the answer down. What message or version of me is still behind the fear of judgment? What am I still holding back because of the fear of judgment? And then begin to take inspired action. Take the boldest, imperfect step you can imagine. Write that book, write that post, launch your idea, record the video, start the YouTube channel. Now, when you're not ready, share the link, ask for help, call that coach, have the first meeting. Most coaches, at least I know from Destiny Life Coaching, the first meeting is always free. Start small, start now. Perfectionism is just a pattern. It is not your identity. It's not who you are. You know, some of us say, oh, but this is who I've always been. Even my mother was like that, you know. We are always like that. No, that's not, you are not a perfectionist. You are a powerful human being. You are a powerful being who has developed a protective pattern. That's what it is. To protect yourself because you love yourself. But now you get to outgrow it. You get to outgrow it. The identity shift here is that you don't need to be perfect to be powerful. And I want you to say that to yourself. I don't need to be perfect to be powerful. Say that again. I don't need to be perfect to be powerful. Say that again. I don't need to be perfect to be powerful. Say that like you mean it. I don't need to be perfect to be powerful. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Slowly out through the mouth. Say that again. I don't need to be perfect to be powerful. Now that's the voice of truth. And that is the beginning of your freedom. That is your breakthrough. And this has been Breakthrough with Jeff, where we live life with zero limits, where we expose the patterns, shift identities, and create a life that is aligned with our highest potential, with our vision, with our truth, and the deep emotional vision for our life that has no limit. So from today, let go of the pressure. Choose the progress. And let's rise together. If you believe that and you're ready, I want you to type there, I believe, I believe, hashtag I believe, hashtag I believe, down there on the comment section. Thank you so much. Now, I want you to do me a favor. You see, what I'm sharing here is really powerful. I know it has changed lives of so many people. And if you love someone and there's someone that you'd like to help, I would like you to connect this channel with them, because the things we are sharing here are life-changing. Don't just listen alone. Forward this to your loved ones, to your children, to your aunties, uncles, those you like and those you don't. Choose at least 6 people to forward this to, and ask them to subscribe and hit on the bell notification so that every time we go live, they are notified. Hit that bell right there so that every time I go live, you're notified, because we are not done yet. There's so much we are sharing on this series of breaking our patterns. And this week is about the pattern of perfectionism. I want you to do the assignment and let me know your progress on the comment below. I'll also leave a free consultation session. Should you feel I need a clarity call, please fill that form, book your session, and I will see you at Breakthrough with Jeff. God bless.